I'm here on the corner of Main and Mountain where the Sunstone group is up to something. Don't worry, it's not a front for those two nutty grifters from Twin Rays. In a way, it's crazier. They're trying to get this help students, families, and school employees of Ashland and make no money. That's just crazy, right? I hope Donald and Elon don't find out about it. They'd hate it. Jim Falkenstein here with some more Jimformation for you. Get ready for Sunstone Part 2, sunnier and stonier. As of today, Ashland School still owns this field, but these Sunstone monsters want it to be reasonably priced family housing, all while non-profiting. Let's take a look at the players.
Thank you, Jimformation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to How to Build Affordable Housing. Let's welcome our first player from Ashland, Oregon. They love children and sports and the arts. What don't they love? Give it up for the Ashland Unified School District. Obviously terrible at money. I think they were $2.2 million in the hole this year. And the next few years, better, we hope. Dropping surprisingly in quality from 36 in the state of Oregon last year to number 67 this year. And shedding students at a steady rate with a high of 3,200 students in 2002 and now 2,600 students in 2025. They could use some help. So selling or leasing this land is a little help. But putting 100 families in here with 100 tiny customers, aka students, is super help. Who is trying to help with that? Another Ashland original. These folks believe that regular working people deserve affordable housing and they shouldn't have to live in Grants Pass to get it. Give it up for Sunstone Housing Collaborative, a nonprofit formed specifically to find any place in Ashland to create affordable housing for school employees and young families. And yes, there are school board members on the Sunstone board. Conspiracy, you say? Calm down, Captain Chemtrails. No one else was doing it, so people who cared about Ashland students, spoiler alert, school board members, did it. Also from Ashland, the new kids on the block, not the new kids, but they might just have the right stuff. Give it up for Trusted Homes Community Land Trust. The land trust is an essential part of the equation. The land trust owns or leases the land for 99 years and promises to never raise the land value. This keeps for-profit money out and allows them to have deed restrictions, which sound bad, but they're good. It means the property is restricted to people who make less than the median income. This keeps rents cheap and keeps things from becoming gross investment property run by evil, greedy property management companies. Not saying all property management companies are evil, just greedy. Oh, these guys are new, but that's not a deal breaker. However, we should check in on them regularly. And let's welcome straight out of Portland, these developers have been spreading out low-cost housing projects from Idaho to California like the Kardashians spread out at an NBA after party. Let's welcome Edlin and Company! These are the property developers. The reason they were selected was because they do mostly affordable housing and promised to keep doing that here. They signed a paper and everything, I think. They have been around, and that's good because they are the main people. I think they are going to co-own the land or buy in first. How does the land trust and the property developers and Sunstone work together? Nobody knows. Say a no to another local kid who likes to stay close to home. Just don't enter them in a spelling bee. Say hello to Architect Stop. That's the misspelled name of this architecture firm. These guys love energy efficiency. They also love buildings that look like this. They were the first ones in and drew up this original conceptual rough draft, if you will. I'm going to guess they did this in December last year. Once the community and Sunstone and Edlin agree on the design idea, the number of units, the general sizes, these guys start drawing and adding specs and specifications and ultimately building plans, which they hand over to our next contestant, who doesn't just have a strong back, but he knows how to use it. the boy or girl next door from Medford meet Outlier. These builders build like freaking builders. You give these guys an empty lot, or girls, and some plans and a budget, they're gonna build. So that's the who. Oh wait, I forgot the who hate this whole idea. In this corner we have people who live nearby. That's understandable. And then there's high school soccer people who occasionally use this practice field, even though it's a ratty cow pasture with no hope of being upgraded, and other high school sports people who like the idea of maybe using this practice field sometime. And of course, don't forget busybodies who wedge their personal grievances into this, like vaccine haters and the Ashland Deer Protective Alliance and Luba fanboys. There you go, a full Hollywood Squares game show of panelists. That's all the who. Now the speed read of the how. Thank you, game show host Jim. Let's start with what has already happened, starting in December of 2023.
Ashland schools wanted to see if any of their unused property could be turned into more affordable housing. Some school board people and parents made the nonprofit Sunstone to look at land laws and funding. Sunstone picked the lot on Main and Mountain, which the school owns, and Ashland schools agreed. Sunstone got some money to architect to draw this conceptual plan. Requests for proposals went out to companies all over the country, and Sunstone picked Edlund and Outlier, and the school agreed.
And that is where we are now, April of 2025. Going forward,
The Ashland School District sells or possibly leases the property to Edlund and Company Developers. Trusted Homes Community Land Trust makes some kind of deal with Edlund to land trust the land in perpetuity. Sunstone coordinates community meetings with all the who's and even you non-who's. These started March 20th. When a rough idea is agreed upon by not enough of a majority to make anyone happy, the architects start drawing and redrawing. When that all gets approved by the city of Ashland, the city's involved. Add a year right there to approve the plan. Then the plans go to Outlier, who build it in phases, and people move in.
simple as that.
How clear is that? Still not totally clear. There are so many maybes, I honestly think it's like 50-50 if this thing really happens. All right. I can't believe I'm doing this, but unprecedented squared Jimformation part 3? Maybe it's unprecedented cubed part 1, 2, 3. The final explainer at the end of Jim's brain. I'll talk about HUD financing, and different financing that keeps this affordable, and maybe even a timetable?
Timetables.
Maybe? Give me a couple of weeks. I don't know exactly. And I'll drop some more final plans.
Part 3, the finalizing.
The finalization of the Sunstone project. This has been Jim Falkenstein with some more Jimformation for you, saying this won't suck, but we might all just have to help make sure it doesn't. Oh, yeah.